Hi, welcome to my Sunday vlog. This is Haven, and I am in the middle of editing a sapphic romance so I can self-publish it. This is my cat Noodle. Hi, my name is Haven, and I am in the middle of editing a sapphic romance so I can self-publish it. And today I am just going to give you a little bit of an update on what has been going on and do some writing, hopefully. So, a little bit of an update just in terms of things I have been thinking about. So, my mental health, to be completely honest, has been really, really low the last probably like 2 weeks. To the point where it has affected my writing because every time I sit down and I have time to write and I want to write, it just has not been happening for me, which has been really upsetting and frustrating and just kind of demotivating a little bit, because I really am excited to make progress on this book and edit this book and get it ready to go in the next couple of months. And it just feels like I have like kind of hit a wall a little bit. I've gotten stuck. Okay. But I feel like in really the last like 24 hours, I have really started to come out the other side of that and just like pull myself out of it, which is usually what happens when I do get like these low periods like this. I had lunch with my friends and I came home and I honestly slept for like 5 hours. But when I woke up, I felt better and I was good to go. So I am going to try editing chapter 6 of my novel because, for those of you who don't know, I am posting on Patreon and I want to make sure chapter 6 is ready to go for my Patreon patrons. That's what they're called. Um, so chapter 6 has been, I think, consistently since the first draft, giving me a little bit of trouble. Not a whole lot of trouble, but I feel like chapters 1 through 5 feel really like tight and complete to me, and like probably that they are plot wise the best version of that plot that it's gonna get, like chapter 1 through 5. And then 6 I have always just felt like is not really flat, but, like, just a little, like, uneventful, like, not that much happens. So in the last draft or 2, I have tried to, like, pick it up a little bit and, like, get it to where I feel like so much of this book is just them, like, having conversations in their tour bus. It's about a pop band, and 2 of the members who are in love, but I feel like so much of the book, before I edited it, is just, like, them having conversations on the tour bus. So I was trying to, like, switch it up a little bit and, like, have them moving and, like, in motion doing things while they're having these conversations and these, like, developments in the relationship. So I think the version of chapter 6 that I have right now is better than it was before, for sure. It's still, I don't know if it's just because I know like the full history of it and I like see all of those versions when I look at it. It still feels like a little, I don't know, just off to me. So I'm going to look at that today and see if there's anything I can do before I get it up on Patreon. I still feel like it's a pretty good version of the chapter, but I am definitely a perfectionist and I would like it to be as good as possible. Um, I don't think I have any new critique feedback to implement. Tegan's been really busy, which is totally fine, because I have been busy too. But I have discovered, and I'm going to show you guys this, a new writing website. I don't actually know how new it is. It's new to me. I watched a video on it on YouTube, and it is this like free writing software that I am hoping will maybe be able to replace Google Docs. If you don't know, Google Docs has been scraping writing for AI, and I have been wanting to replace it for a while, but it's just like for sake of convenience, I literally have everything on my Google Docs. So I did find this website called Ellipsus, which of course this is not sponsored, but I have been really enjoying it so far. It actually is like kind of tailored for writing fan fiction specifically, which has been like fun to see. They're very anti AI, pro creativity. The themes are so cute. I'm going to show you guys what this website looks like. It is adorable. It's so fun to use. And I think the only drawback right now that I can see is there's no like page separation when you're writing, and I like to see how many pages I'm in, but they do also show you like the word count at the top while you're writing, so I don't mind that. They have all of these like templates for scenes and for outlines and for different kinds of outlines and for subplots and for character motivations and like all these different types of templates that you can work off of. So I have been looking at the scene builder one, and that one has been really, really helpful for me. So I what I've been doing the last couple of days is going through scene by scene in chapter 6 and just kind of answering all the scene building questions to make sure I am getting the full potential out of that scene. And then I haven't done this part yet, but I want to then look at the scene after answering the questions and edit it with those questions in mind, which I think will be good. It feels good even just as I'm answering the questions, like thinking of a couple things that I might have forgotten about. So before I yap any longer, I'm going to make some coffee, make some breakfast, and then I'm going to sit down and edit chapter 6. Okay, so I have made my eggs. These are like my new favorite way to make eggs, which is a combination of scrambled and over easy. I did not know that this was a way to make eggs that existed. I almost just caught myself saying eggs in like a very Minnesotan accent. Sometimes I do that and I'm like, God damn, I have lived here too long. Okay, my cats are fighting behind the couch, so that angle is not going to work. Um, but yeah, this is scrambled and over easy eggs. I do really enjoy them. And the lighting seems very odd right now. I don't know. I have decided that before I write, I am going to finish watching this vlog that I was watching this morning from Alyssa, who her full channel is Alyssa and the Books. If you do not watch her already, you should. She has just been like super, super inspiring to me as she like works on writing her books and querying them and like pursuing traditional publishing. And I just think her persistence is something that really, really like inspires me and lights me up and makes me feel more motivated whenever I watch her. So I'm gonna finish watching her vlog that I was watching this morning, and then I'm gonna get writing. Okay, I did not fully finish Alyssa's vlog, but I did feel motivated enough to write, so I'm gonna finish the last little bit of it later. By the way, if you watched my last video, this is Noodle. His collar is backwards right now. It's a little pasta noodle. Let's see if I can show you. Not really. But this is Noodle, and Noodle was missing for 4 months in the middle of the Minnesota winter. There were weeks at a time that were like in the negative 20s. He was 6 months old when he ran away. I was like, he is gone. Like, weeks went by, months went by. I saw like I heard like very limited sightings of him in the first week or two, and then nothing. And I was like, he's little, he's gone. Um, but Noodle was found 2 weeks ago, and now he is back home. So I'm really, really happy about that. He is perfectly healthy. Astoundingly, he's a lot bigger. He's full grown. Like it's crazy. He is just as insane as he was as a kitten. And he and my other cat Pepper are getting along like a house on fire, which is to say they are not at all, but also they are. They like fight so much, but then when I pull them away, they get mad at me. Like they love fighting with each other. So that's the state of my household at the moment. Anyway, I wanted to show you Ellipsus. If you can hear Noodle crying in the background, he is doing that. But I wanted to show you Ellipsis and then a little bit of scene building, and then I will do some writing, hopefully. All right, so this is Ellipsis. Sorry that I am recording my screen this way instead of a more, um, you know, accurate way. This is the new novel that I'm working on right now, so let me X out of that. But hello, that's me in the reflection. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It is like www.ellipsis.com. It's just a website, and you can do all of your writing in here. So if you want to access the templates, there is new, there is from template, and you can see that there are all these different types of templates like emotional wound template, character relationship template, conflict, stakes, and tension template. I was using that one the other day because I wanted to, if you watch my last vlog, you know that I was struggling a little bit with the stakes of my story. So I wanted to do this. They have like stuff for fan fiction specifically, which is so cute. And also, this is the theme that I picked, but they have literally like so many. Um, yeah, so many different like ways to lay this out, and they're all so cute. Again, like I said, the only thing that I don't love right now is that you can't see the page breaks. So you see there's not really any page breaks, but I can see my word count up here, 11,351. I wrote some last night. Noodle's about to pounce, I can tell. He's going for it. Yep, okay. So I wrote some last night, but yeah, I don't know if there's a way to see the page breaks. Maybe I just haven't figured that out yet. But I'm going to show you, if I can hold this steady. Okay. I'm going to show you what this scene builder template looks like, and this is what I'm going to be using for the next several chapters. You can see I'm on chapter 6, scene 1, and I'm just going to keep copying this out until I have done all the scenes in this chapter. I think there's 3 of them. The first scene is kind of a long one. So this is actually similar to a outline that I got from one of my professors in my revision class. I am a creative writing, I want to say major, but I'm doing my MFA in creative writing, so I'm taking a revision class right now. And this is pretty similar to a template that my professor gave us, but it might actually have a couple more questions. So you can see there's like categories like purpose and function, setting and environment. This is a really good one for me because I often under-describe setting, so this is really good to remember that. Characters, and you can talk about like what each character's goal in the scene is, how their emotions shift, what unspoken thoughts or subtext are at play. You've got conflict, tension, dialogue, pacing, emotion, connection, and then the way the scene ends. So I have made it through up to the dialogue section for this first scene, and I'm going to try and continue filling out these questions and then go to, you can see my document is over here. This is chapter 6. I'm going to do a video, I think, on formatting as well, because I have been looking a lot into like formatting for my novel. But yeah, here's chapter 6. So I am on the first scene still, which is kind of a long one, and then hopefully I'll get all the way through. Ooh, a lot of pages. All the way through to this last page of chapter 6, so I can post it on my Patreon tomorrow. And again, I'm pretty late in my drafting stage. Like, I'm not going to be posting a chapter that is not like already pretty much done. But the things that I'm editing right now are kind of nitpicky things. No, like, really big things are changing at this stage. Anyway, that's what this looks like. I do really recommend Ellipsis. It's so cute. It has so many like features. I really love it. I am really enjoying writing with it. So that is that for right now. I would do like a full video on this, but I honestly just started using it and I don't know that much about it yet. So yeah, I'm gonna write. Okay, so I am officially done editing the first scene of chapter 6. I don't know if I would say like I don't know if I would say like official. I still feel like there's sorry. One second. Okay. I still feel like there's something a little bit opaque about this scene almost like I can't figure out fully what I'm trying to do with it. Um I don't know. It feels like good, but maybe not like all the way there. It's like a little mystifying how I feel about the scene. So maybe I'll revisit it. What I figured out with the scene checklist, and this is similar to how I felt about scene checklists in general in the past, is I will get like most of the way through it and then get kind of impatient and I'm like, well, now I just want to write. So I end up just like skipping the last little bit of it and just writing. But it did really help me to look at the scene with like fresh eyes and kind of input more details that should be there and take out a little bit of like the over explaining sort of stuff and um, something I've really been trying to focus on with this draft is like having meaningful action. So like less of the like she shrugged, she looked, she stared at the ceiling, she moved her hair, like just like less of that and more like kind of unique or individualized action. That's something I'm really paying attention to, and I think it's never going to be like perfect, but it is better, I think, in this draft than it has been before. So I feel like I'm making progress with that. The scene itself, I don't know. Again, like I still feel like there's just something to it that is not fully clicking for me, and I don't know what it is. But maybe I'll figure it out at some point. I still think it's a good scene. Like I think it's a fine scene. I am a huge perfectionist, so like I don't know. Maybe I will always feel that way about this scene, but I think it's partially just because like I can see the other drafts that came before it and how this one is different, and I don't know if I feel like it fully fits because I know like what the draft looked like before and I know how this is different from it. So I don't know. Maybe it's just that I might get a couple other beta readers' eyes on it before I actually publish it, just to see if it's like just me or if there's something like not working about the scene. I don't know. But anyway, it is a long scene. I think it's actually like 3 scenes in one. So I am now halfway done with editing chapter 6. I will finish the other half of it later today. The other half, I think I feel better about. And again, maybe that's just because it's like an original, like, vision of the work type of thing where like the second half of this chapter has not changed much, so it feels more natural to me. Like it feels like it's flowing more. It feels like just because I've read it so many times and it hasn't really changed, like it just feels like it's supposed to be there. Whereas there's probably honestly nothing wrong with the first scene. It's just like a Frankenstein of like 3 different scenes. But yeah, that's my ramble about chapter 6. I think working on my stuff has made me more like I feel better. I feel more productive. Something I really want to do is clean my house. It's bad. You cannot see most of it from this angle, but it's bad. And I think being in like low mental health states really. I think being in low mental health states really like impacts my ability to clean. Like you can see the dishes from here, right? It impacts my ability to clean, and then it just builds up and builds up and builds up until I feel like it's just bad. Like it's hard to get motivated when it just gets worse and worse and worse. But my plan for later today, because I have a million other things to do, I don't know if I'll get to this. This is kind of how every weekend in regards to cleaning has gone for me. But I write fan fiction. I've talked about this before, and I'm lucky enough that I've had people record like audio recordings of some of my fan fictions. There's a new one. I think there's 2 new ones actually. They're basically like audiobook versions of my fan fiction, which is really cool, and I love listening to them. So I like to put them on while I clean so I can like catch up on those and listen to them a little bit and just like be happy that people liked my work enough that they made audio recordings of it. It always makes me feel better. And there's like one girl specifically who does like regular uh, versions of it, and she is a really, really talented narrator. So I love listening to her recordings. I'm gonna try to do this outro without Pepper like attacking me, but it's hard. She's in a mood. She's been in the mood. Okay, Pepper has been locked up. Unfortunately, she's in a bedroom jail. But yeah, that was basically my plan for the rest of the day. I want to clean, so send good cleaning vibes my way. I also have to finish homework that's due tomorrow. I have to lesson plan for the class I teach. I have to do a lot of stuff. So it's it's a hard to-do list today. Please pray for me. Send good comments my way. But yeah, I think better at the end of this vlog than I did at the beginning of it. I feel like chapter 6 is making progress, even if like it's hard to step back and see it that way. Um, I don't know. I think in upcoming vlogs, I want to talk a little bit more about like marketing is one thing, like marketing for self-published and indie published and even traditionally published authors, because I know you guys have to do a lot of your own marketing and we're all kind of in similar boats. But yeah, I think marketing is something I've been thinking about a lot, and that has been draining me and stressing me out a lot. So I'll probably talk more about that, and also formatting. I am like looking into doing formatting stuff for my novel, and it's hard. So yeah, I want to talk more about that too when I get there. But yeah, it's good to know that I'm already at chapter 6 with editing, and I'm sure I'm not going to be done like fully editing this until the second I hit publish. So I'm sure I'm not like going to be done, but you know, I've got about like 21 chapters total, so that's close to the halfway mark that I'm editing. I think I'm putting off editing like the last couple chapters because I know they need the most work and I'm like kind of dreading it. Like I'm excited because I know there's a lot to expand there, but also kind of dreading it. So yeah, those are all my thoughts. I hope you enjoyed watching this vlog. My last vlog did like way better than I expected, so I guess you guys like it, even though God knows I'm not like an aesthetic YouTuber. I live in this tiny apartment, and I don't have like a proper setup or anything, but it's been nice just talking to you guys and like getting to hear from people who are also writing. So if you are also working on a work in progress, let me know like in the comments what stage you're at, what like word count you're at, or if you are in the first draft, if you're getting ready to publish, like whatever it might be. Because I just really love the writing community here on YouTube, and I think it's so great when we're able to celebrate each other's accomplishments and lift each other up, and just remember that there are so many of us, like also not a lot of us that are doing this thing, but when we like band together, it kind of feels like more people are involved in this community, and I just love being a part of it. So I probably didn't explain that very well, but thank you guys for like following along, and I've been getting more followers, more engagement, so that's really, really cool, and I have loved meeting new people. So yeah, all that to say, I'm going to link my socials in the description as usual. So if you want to join the Patreon, either for free or if you want to read chapters, you can subscribe for like $3 a month, and they come out every week. So my Patreon will be linked below. You can also read the first 3 chapters of my novel there for free. And yeah, my Instagram will be linked below too. That's where I'm doing a lot of like marketing, graphic stuff. I'll probably actually, sorry, this is maybe I'll input this somewhere in the video. I do want to show you guys the graphic that I made with Canva, so hold on. Okay, so these are my little Canva graphics. I will link the Instagram of the person who I got the inspiration from below, but I spent way too long making these and I'm really enjoying it. So it's like these little like get the look outfit boards. So this is my for my main character Melody, and then this is for her love interest Kai. I have just been having so much fun making these. I want to make them for the other girls too. And also as another update, I was checking emails, and I did get an artist reach out to me. An artist reached out to me through my Instagram, and is interested in drawing something for Crush. So she has been sending me updates. That was the first time I've had somebody like reach out to me about wanting to draw something, which was really cool. And yeah, she sent me like the first preliminary sketch update, which looks great. She's drawing all four of the girls on stage. So I'm really excited to see like the final product for that. And yeah, that is my little like marketing slash graphics update. This is what's going to be posted on Monday to promote the newest chapter. But yeah, I just have a lot of fun making stuff like this with Canva, and I feel like my Canva skills have improved so much, like ridiculously, in the last couple of weeks because I've been using it so much. So if you want to see more stuff like this, you can go to my Instagram and maybe get some ideas for like marketing. I think you can do honestly marketing at like any stage of your book, like even if you're still writing it, even if you're querying it. Like I've seen people get agent offers like off of Instagram, which I'm not saying that's why I'm posting. I'm not saying that's like anything at all what I am expecting when I post, but I have seen it happen. So I think if you are able to promote your book and your world in that way, I think it's really cool. So anyway, okay. So I promised that was the last thing. This is the real outro. Um, so thank you for following along. I will have another vlog out next week as I continue working on editing and getting this ready for self-publication. Um, so yeah, really cool. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Patreon. And you can follow me here, and I will be continuing to document the journey. Thank you guys for following along, and I will see you in the next one.